Crowd is ready. We are as well. Off and running from Kinnick. And this one Weege will allow to sail into the end zone. The swagger has been the difference for Sullivan. He knew he's been starting all week. He's prepared like it. Throw it on the first down. It's going to go to Zach Ortworth. They're playing without their top 2 tight ends, and they love this kid as he picks up 9 on first down. The star of this offense is still Kaleb Johnson. It feels like this is the opportunity to hand it to him. Instead, they fake it to him. Sullivan stays in the pocket. Fade away. It's short of Jacob Gill, his longtime roommate and fellow transfer from Northwestern. 3rd down and 1. This time it is to Johnson, and he picks it up with ease. Across the 40, Kaleb Johnson. When Sullivan came in last week, he really took off against Northwestern, over 100 yards and 3 scores.
Well, they showed a little bit of everything in this first possession. 3rd play, they give it to Kaleb Johnson. He's very patient, has good vision. He's got an upright running style. But if he gets to the 2nd level, his next gear is something. And Wisconsin very aware of not letting him get to the 2nd level of the defense. One
of Luke Fickell's biggest keys of the game. Can't do it here. He gets bounced forward towards midfield. They'll stop him there to set up 2nd down and 2. Something about those Ohio high school football players, huh, Tom?
Yeah.
Here's Johnson again, keeping the legs churning, and he'll be short of the 1st down. Nice job. That was what Luke Fickell, the word he used is population to the football when you've got Kaleb Johnson running it.
31.
Play action. Sullivan looking. Sullivan incomplete, a little behind. Jarriett Bowie would have been more than enough for the 1st down, and now a decision early for this Iowa offense.
Yeah, he had him. He just threw the ball behind. This is a tough catch for Bowie to make, crossing the field, trying to reach back. Last week against Northwestern, Kirk Ferentz chose to punt several times in this same kind of situation. The fans boo, but it works out. This is complementary football. This is what Iowa does. And they were able to pin Northwestern back several times.
He said to us, he said, I could hear the fans booing every time we wanted to punt from the 50. But guess what? It was inside the 10 every time, a couple at the 5, a couple at the 6, and Reese Dakin has taken a huge step this year. This time, it's going to go right towards that corner, and it is a touchback. Play action on 1st down. Lock, happy feet, delivers, caught. It's Tucker Ashcraft, the tight end, across the 25. And a penalty here. 2 of the least penalized teams in the country coming in. And we'll hear from Jeff Servinski.
False start. Offense number 38. 5-yard penalty. It's 2nd down.
That's a dart over the middle of Pauling for a 1st down. Move the sticks back to the air. Lock looks. And, incomplete. Dangerous throw. He threw it out of the outstretched arms of Pauling. And there's Deshaun Liu. Played a lot better at the corner spot a week ago.
Yeah, he had him. It's kind of zone defense. He's going to sit down right in the middle of the zone. It's just a bad throw. I mean, Braden Locke, that ball got away from him. And very lucky that he didn't throw his 7th interception of the season. Every game that Braden Locke has started this year, he's thrown at least 1 interception. Kind of lucky he didn't have one right there.
The 7 touchdowns, but as mentioned, the 6 picks. They've also lost 7 fumbles on the year. And now the first touch for Tawi Walker is a good one, positive for 7 yards. Let's see what they do on 3rd down and 3. And movement. Graves took advantage.
Well, this is what Iowa does. Iowa goes into their set and they shift late. It's not illegal. They do this a lot. And this time it forced some movement by the offensive line. It's going to back them up 5 yards, I think. Luke Fickell pleading his case, but watch these guys. They'll shift late. And the linebacker, number 34, Jay Higgins, makes the call.
Offense number 60. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Iowa showing man coverage outside with 2 deep safeties. Going to have to beat some press coverage for the wide receivers here for Wisconsin.
Block will change the play. 5 on the clock and more movement.
Okay, now what's happening right now is the center, Jake Renfro, is upset and telling the official, number 34 is calling out our signals.
Here's the call.
Delay game. Defense. Shifting abrupt to draw and prevent from the offense. 5-yard penalty. It's still 3rd down.
So it makes it 3rd down and 3, and it's going to be more penalties on the field. This is remarkable for these two teams.
Delay of game. Defense number 94 shifting abruptly to draw reaction from the offense. That 5-yard penalty results in a 1st down.
First down throw, Locke stepping up in the pocket. He gets dumped. Y.A. Black, his 1st sack of the season. And he just set up a great defensive stand. Higgins this time on the arm tackle will make it 3rd down and very long, and more penalty flags.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 29. That's his 1st of the ball game. That 15-yard penalty includes an automatic 1st down.
So Walker to the edge, and he gets tripped up from behind by Ethan Herkin. Play action, Locke, a rifle, it's caught. C.J. Williams to the 25.
This is an RPO.
These numbers courtesy of PFF, 2nd highest among Power 4, and that was a very quick start for Tucker Ashcraft. He got a full release.
All start. Offense number 38. 5-yard penalty. It's still 1st down.
Locked from the 30, pumps, fires, looking, end zone. It is dropped.
Yeah, ripped out by Deshaun Lee.
He was looking for Anthony Lee with tight coverage the entire way.
They're not going to get it off. No, Braden Locke is just taking too much time. Unless they call timeout
Prior to the play clock expiring. Timeout, Wisconsin.
So Luke
Their
Fickles,
1st of the half.
he's going to burn his 1st. Meanwhile, another transfer from that conference, Tawee Walker in the backfield. Let's see if he gets it on 2nd down and 15. Not this time. It's Locke with a quick throw to the outside, and Vinny Anthony is going to work his way towards the 20. It'll be Nathaniel Vakos, who was 2 for 2 last week against Penn State, including a 50-yarder. This one from 38 out is nothing but pure. Lom sends it away, a 2nd touchback of the day for the Wisconsin kicker. They'll give it to him on 1st down with a stutter step, and Johnson will surge forward for a 3.5-yard pickup. Quick throw, another catch. This time Bowie's going to be a yard short to set up 3rd down and short. Forkurine was right there to make sure he didn't get any extra progress. This is going to be a handoff for Patterson. He just burst through the hole. Oh, the stiff arm down the sideline. He completely discarded 9-0 Forkurine for a gain of 16.
He shows a little burst, too. I mean, a little different running style. He pops through that hole, and then the stiff arm and a little burst to get to the sideline and a nice 1st down run.
Look, Todd, there's been so much talk about Kaleb Johnson, and rightfully so with the season he's had. But Kirk Ferentz has said that Jazian Patterson's the best they've seen him run this year. And he's primed, certainly when Johnson does move on, to kind of take that mantle himself. Here is Johnson. Same side, same result. Gains 11.
Down.
Loses a yard on a nice bolt by Elijah Hills. Shifting here with Woodworth and Johnson back to their comfortable spots. Sullivan to Johnson, has to make a move. He gets sandwiched and loses more yardage. Aaron Witt, Christian Allegro, both there to make the play. You might be able to tell from the hair, but he was an excellent lacrosse player in high school. And some more flags on the field. Allegro's best quality, his speed, which is always helpful against a dual threat quarterback.
Offense number 78. 5-yard penalty, it's still 3rd down.
Johnson out wide.
Just want to get part of the yardage back here.
Sullivan looking to run up the middle, makes a man miss, and then gets into the crowd. Pile drove forward back near the original line of scrimmage by Sebastian Cheek. Well, it's in range, but only so much for Drew Stevens. This would be a career long. He's made from 54 2 seasons ago. This one from 56 yards out. Curving. Oh, it hit the upright. No good. A minute 52 to play in this opening quarter. Wisconsin back out there from the 38. And a quick throw, quick catch. Pauling gets to the 45. Tawee Walker just navigates his way to midfield.
Will Parker's got another good group. It's an old group. It's a veteran group. Led by Higgins there on the inside, their leading tackler.
It's a misdirection on a couple of fakes. Now Locke loads it up and throws the pick. Deshaun Lee steps in front. Lee looking to return it, and he gets crunched by midfield. Hawkeyes catches up, but the mistake from Locke, his 7th pick of the year. It's like you know what you're talking about. Great field position for this Hawkeye offense, and the handoff goes to Moulton. Now with 40 seconds remaining, Large and Pascuzzi both in here on 2nd and 5, and what could be the final play of this opening quarter. Large the motion man, Sullivan to throw. Over the middle, it's caught. Back to his roommate, Jacob Gill, for the first down. Waller pops him after the gain of 16. 15 minutes in the books. Put Weegan, the returner, in there in motion, but instead they're going to hand it off for Kaleb Johnson, and this is what he does. Just chews up yards, going to pick up a little over 10 and move the sticks. Burkford said, yeah, we might lose a little in the pass game, but we gain a lot in the run game, and certainly this guy's the beneficiary. Kaleb Johnson, 1st and goal, Iowa. Already 4 explosive runs tonight for this Iowa offense. It's 1st and goal. Sullivan has been excellent in the red zone. He has literally been perfect getting it into the end zone this year. And this will be 2nd and goal coming up.
Yeah, and it just gives you that option, right? Now Iowa's going to bring in an extra offensive lineman right now. Number 58, Kay Pieper, a backup center, gives them a 6th offensive lineman.
Picked up 7 there. They need 2 to take the lead. Johnson up the middle, keeps it churning. He's going to be just short. Now it's Jazzy and Patterson. Instead, they're going to push Sullivan in. Touchdown, Iowa. They take the lead. Great start. That was the side of the field. They're comfortable with Jamari Harris. They were wondering who would step up on the other side. Here's Hawkeyes on the catch. He is absolutely shoved backwards by Sebastian Castro. They also threw on 61% of plays last week, and so far it's been more of the same. They haven't run the football. Only 5 rushing attempts so far compared to 10 passes. Lock again to the air. This time batted down at the line. Deontay Cray got a hand on it, and it's 3rd and 9. Tawee Walker only 4 carries in this game. He's gone for 16 yards, averaging 4 a pop. Play clock under 5 on a 3rd and 9. Locke unloads, incomplete. 3 and out.
The run game is a little bit more of a concern, but Wisconsin not showing it right now.
They're going to kick it to a guy who returned a punt for 85 yards and a touchdown last week. He's got room to work with here. Caden Weegan from the 30. Looking to set up his blocking. Weegan slips 1. Looking to slip a 2nd. And there's the flag on the face mask. It should give them a couple extra here potentially. Or do you see something else?
Well, I just thought the flag came before the face mask. So we'll see. There might have been both, but I thought the flag came out before that.
During the return, illegal block in the back, return team. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. 1st down and 10. Timeout on the field.
First set of downs from the 20. Couple of fakes and a handoff goes to Kaleb Johnson, who will push the pile forward to the 25. Fortering was the first one to stop his progress. Sullivan will keep it himself, and now will tuck it and set up 3rd and short. And then the extra there. Crowd wanted the flag, and they will get it. Christian Allegro and Aaron Witt both in the area.
I think it's going to be on Aaron Witt. And he's in there against the heavier personnel. He's an outside linebacker, very good run defender. And just unnecessary at the end of the play. He's out of bounds.
personal foul. Laid it out of bounds. Defense number 59. 15-yard penalty is added to the end of the run. Includes an automatic first down.
Moulton is the back on first down. He's got it. Moulton up the middle. Moulton into the secondary. Foot race down the sideline inside the 30. Caught up by Zachman. Moulton with a massive gain. Now it's Sullivan back to the air, looking to extend the play. Sullivan directing traffic, gets a block from Johnson, and Sullivan will pick up 9.
And again, this is one of the dimensions that he brings to the offense that maybe Cade McNamara could not. Play breaks down. He wants to go pump and go deep, but the pocket collapses. But he still is able to extend the play and turn a negative play into a positive one with his athleticism and feet.
I mean, this is what this guy wants. He embraces the contact. He wants to talk a little smack after the fact. The basketball background, there's Cade McNamara, and Brian Sullivan said he's been a huge help for him every step of the way this year. First down run there inside the red zone for Johnson as he's spun down by Jake Chaney, the linebacker. Lester recruited Sullivan while he was at Western Michigan. This time it's Johnson. It's over. Touchdown. That's what he does. Too easy. 16 yards out. Extra point from Stevens is true. 87 yards already for Kaleb Johnson. This one will start from the 25, and here is Walker. This time he runs into a wall. Aaron Graves, the first one there, and greets him with a bear hug.
These two guys on the inside, Walker and Black, do an excellent job of playing gap control, fighting off blocks, and finding the football. They're physical, they're veteran, they're savvy, they use great technique. And there's a first down run that doesn't gain very much.
Not necessarily at the top of the list in terms of the stats, but they do their job inside every single down, and Walker again is bottled up at the line of scrimmage. 4 receiver set. Third down and 8. Locke delivers behind his intended target, C.J. Williams, and incomplete, but a flag is down.
Holding. Offense number 79. That penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
Another 3 and out. So Atticus Bertram's on for his second punt. Caden Weegan, the Big Ten Specialist of the Week last week, with his second opportunity at 1. And Weegan will let this one bounce. It'll roll just inside the 30, down at the 29.
Only 2 teams that held him under 100 this year were Ohio State and Michigan State.
All right, guys.
First throw of the second quarter for this Iowa offense. If Sullivan does release it, he won't. He'll just take it back to the line of scrimmage and set up 3rd and 7. It's 3rd down and 7 with 5 on the clock. Sullivan, quick throw, quick catch, and Ortworth is going to be short.
Yeah, nice tackle in there by Forkerine.
Hunter Wohler back to return, and he said that he knows that he can change the game with just one play with a positive return. Good hang time here. Wohler gets hit as he was just pretending to track it, and Dakin has done it again. Inside the 10. This one's going to be downed at the 6. Approaching the 5-minute mark of this second quarter. Quick throw to the outside to the freshman Dupree, and he's going to swing it all the way to the 19-yard line. Locke is going to keep it himself, dive forward, lost the football at the end, but they're going to call him down. Higgins jarred it loose and may have come away with it, but it'll be a gain of 2 instead for Locke.
He definitely went down, and the ball came out after he hit the ground. Trying to dive and save the hit.
Are we sure?
Well, no, I'm not positive. It was punched out by Higgins.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah.
So the knee is down.
Yep.
Second down and 8. Dupree stays in there in the backfield. Kekahuna, the man in motion. Lock over the middle, tipped up, incomplete. Wampa had a chance after it went off the hands of Ashcraft. 3rd down and 8, just under 4 to play in the first half. It's Locke over the middle, tipped at the line, and incomplete. Burrows, Pauling, he's looking for his go-to guys. Higgins always seems to be in the right place at the right time.
Higgins is the guy that's going to get the tip. Watch, he rushes, but he's only going to rush partly. He's keeping his eyes on a quarterback, and he moves into a position right in the throwing lane, times his jump, and gets the play. Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, a guy who waited his turn here at Iowa. Played behind Jack Campbell, a great linebacker here for the Hawkeyes. Learned from him, didn't get frustrated and leave, and he's had 2 outstanding seasons as a starter.
Legion has to back up here. He lost his footing, and it takes an Iowa bounce initially before it settles all the way at the 26. There's been a recipe for success, so they'll continue it with Patterson. Jumps through and gets to the 30. It's been even as well. You've got the 14 attempt for Johnson, but Patterson has seen a little bit of action. Sullivan has run it himself. Moulton had the big 30-yard pickup as well on the ground. And then when they've had to throw it, Sullivan efficient, 5 of 7 with a 34 yards.
And again, we mentioned it, their leading tackler, Jaheim Thomas, an inside linebacker. He's been out there a little bit, but not much. Christian Allegro has been in there the most, and they miss his presence in the middle of that defense as well.
Send Ortworth in motion on 2nd down and 7. Now Sullivan will look to throw, sets the feet. Oh, it was on target, but dropped by Seth Anderson. So now it's 3rd down and 7. And it is Sullivan again. Evades, rolls. Sullivan just throws it away. I don't think it got. Yeah, that didn't get to the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be intentional grounding.
Allegro was the one who applied some pressure, and now they've got to break up a little extra after the play.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 1. The quarterback was outside the pocket, but the pass never made it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost it down at the spot of the foul. 4th down.
Well, this is ugly, but it could have been a lot uglier for Brendan Sullivan because Wisconsin won that down. And, you know, as a new quarterback, a new starter, sometimes you try to force a play. That could have been a lot worse for Kirk Ferentz's team right there.
Let's see what Dakin can do here. Booming punt. And Wohler calls for the fair catch just in front of the 30. Delayed handoff for Walker. Makes a cut. Walker surveys and navigates for a gain of 2.5. Jay Higgins delivers a nice hit. They will run it. Locke keeps.
Good
fakes. Locke, the 1st down run.
Yeah, good decision. He doesn't do this very much.
Handoff. Walker. Patient. Walker just continues to get a couple extra yards at the end of that run. Sets up 2nd and 5 with Nowakowski in motion. Locke to the air. Continues to backpedal. Locke does find a completion. It's going to be short of the 1st down for Vinny Anthony. Locke tucks it and runs. And he's got it. The first 3rd down conversion of the night for the Badgers.
Now this clock will stop until they move the chains, so you don't have to use a timeout here. Locke a little slow getting up off the pile. He's got to get to the line of scrimmage and get the play call.
So a couple of shots from both Wampa and Schulte coming from the secondary. Clock now rolling at 50 seconds to play in the first half. A little bit more effective on the ground so far on this drive. Back to the air for Locke. Lofts it, sideline short. He's looking for Pauling on the out route. Locke uncorks. Low throw incomplete. Anthony again on the target. Schulte tight coverage. And it's 3rd and 10. And now a flag down.
Personal foul. Chop block. Offense number 60 and number 3. 15-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Called on Huber and Walker, the right guard and the running back here.
Brunner, 56, not Huber, 60.
So now second down and 25, and this one will be blown dead with another flag.
Full start. Offense, number 38. 5-yard penalty. It's still second down.
6th penalty already for the Badgers. And Ashcraft has had 3 called against him specifically. Second down and 30. Lock, delayed handoff, read perfectly. Max Llewellyn devours Tawi Walker. Third down.
Max Llewellyn is a quick pass rusher off the edge. Watch this spin move. He's the guy that got the safety a week ago against Northwestern. Quick spin move, beat the right tackle, Malman.
Thank you.
And then gets in there for a tackle for loss.
Dupree had nowhere to go. Iowa will take its first time out with 28 seconds here on the clock. And now Wisconsin so backed up with a 3rd and 33 upcoming. You've got to run the football one if you're Wisconsin.
No, you have to run it.
From the 34, handoff for the true freshman. And that's a good gain close to midfield as Higgins will add another tackle. So Bertrams will punt it away. And Weegan will just call for the fair catch here inside the 15 at the 13 with a flag down.
During the click, illegal block in the back. Return team number 3. Penalties enforced from the end of the kick.
They will run it. Johnson will add a couple more to his tally before Jake Chaney stops him in his tracks. And that'll take us to the end of this first half. See how Locke in this offense responds for the Badgers. First down handoff, Tawi Walker, and that is a much better start on the ground as he'll get to the 30-yard line.
Well, I think the onus is on this offensive line for Wisconsin in the second half. It's got to start with them.
Right back to the ground. Walker will surge forward for the first down. Safe to say Blaz, as they call him, knows about toughness here at Kinnick.
Tawi Walker, the ball carrier.
2 first down carries that have amassed 9 total yards to start this drive. Keep it on the ground again. Walker looking to cut it to the outside. Higgins was perfectly there. Still a lot more manageable now on 3rd down and 4. Delayed handoff, Walker. Up the middle, he won't get there. He'll get to the 46 and set up 4th down and 2.
Bertrams had a fake punt a week ago against Penn State.
1-1.
He avoided the block. He eventually ran it for 15. This time he's going to try to pin him deep. And the fair catch called for and made inside the 15-yard line. This guy has a love for wide open space. Kaleb Johnson, another 9-yard pickup on first down. Over 100 yards now for Johnson. 7 of 9 games that he can say he's done that. Looking to add to that tally, and he will for a first down yards. Gets it across the 25 to the 27. It does feel like Sullivan's skill set benefits greatly from a Tim Lester offense. The way that he can utilize his quarterback. Again, run it with their superstar running back here, and Kaleb Johnson will be dragged down. Holton now in there on 2nd down and 7 in the backfield. Fake it. Sullivan showing off the wheels across the 40 and out of bounds.
So you protect the backside in 2 ways. One, by holding the defensive end, and then by pulling the football and running it. Same concept. Hold it. Now, he knows he's got speed to beat him to the corner. And he easily beats the linebacker, Aaron Witt, for a nice gain. Witt's kind of caught in no man's land there. Too far inside and can't recover to make a play.
Sullivan now up to 19 yards on the ground, including the touchdown. Moulton with a patient run of midfield. 2nd down and 3. Sullivan again, this time slips, kept his footing just enough for the first down. Sullivan sneaky into Badger territory, down to the 30 on a gain of 19.
Now see, this time John Pius, number 0, he does the right thing. He's in position. But you see the quickness and balance. One guy falls down, but it's not the quarterback Sullivan. He cuts it inside, and another positive gain. That time, Pius was in good position to make the right play, and Sullivan just out-juked him and made a positive run.
This is the element that Wisconsin was wary of. They saw in the second half with Bo Prabula last week at Penn State, but felt like having the week to prepare as opposed to having to adjust on the fly was going to make a difference. And while Sullivan hasn't run it a ton, especially what he's normally accustomed to doing, he's been effective when he has. 7 plays on this drive, 7 rushes. Make it 8. Johnson cut back. Johnson on his feet. Waller just did enough. Otherwise, Johnson could have broken another one. This one into the red zone for a first down. Turnover is obviously a major factor the last couple of weeks over the course of Braden Locke's time to start. This is going to be a pitch. It's going to be Weegin. The return specialist gets it to the 10. Under center now for Sullivan. Johnson up the middle. Johnson kept his footing. Touchdown. Kaleb, the killer, finishes the drive in style. So now all by himself in second place, single season rushing touchdowns, his 18th of the year. And his remarkable season continues. It has been confirmed on the field. Stevens to add the extra point. (21-3). All right, Wisconsin with 6:24 left in the third. They need something badly positive on this drive. Scored the 3 points on their opening drive. It has been stagnant since. And it's Dupree, the true freshman, who breaks free and gains 10.
Good job, good job.
This battle for the Heartland Trophy. Iowa has retained it consistently over the last couple of seasons. Wisconsin would badly like it back. Another gain there for Dupree, this time on the catch. And dip down, picks up a couple. 2nd down and 6, back to him. And Dupree runs into a wall. Up front, Nick Jackson. Locke stands tall in the pocket, knocked away, picked off. It is Jackson. Jackson with room. Tracked down from behind by C.J. Williams. 2nd pick of the day by Locke. And a perfect red zone opportunity now for the Hawkeyes.
This ball went off Jackson's chest. He kicked it. It hit another Hawkeye player, and then he was able to catch it and make the interception. Watch this ball. Braden Locke throws it right to Nick Jackson. It ends up going off the face mask of Brian Allen, number 90, and Jackson with the interception.
That is pinball to the max. That is hand-eye, foot-eye coordination. Hand, foot.
And just another ill-advised throw by Braden Locke into coverage like he didn't see Nick Jackson there. We saw it last week in the 3rd quarter. We saw it in the 1st quarter tonight. And now we see it again in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Todd, usually hand, foot, mouth has a negative connotation.
Right.
And here, the Iowa defense capitalizes. Now looking to pay it off. Kaleb Johnson. And a flag is down.
Offside. Defense number 0. Lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. It's still for down.
This ties their season high in penalties in the game with 7. Play action. Sullivan throws. It's Gill. Touchdown. The roommate connection comes through for Iowa. return from the 2 from Vinny Anthony. Get it across the 20 and not much more. I mean, I've been refraining from making the Nick Jackson reference, but he might be for real. Either way, that's a completion from Locke, a short one at that to Ashcraft for 2. Locke will keep it here and dive forward for the first down. Not his most efficient day, below 50%. He's 58% completion percentage on the season. Locke extending, rolling, throwing, incomplete for Poland. To the outside, Ashcraft, and he gets upended by Wampa. So they practice tackling often, maybe more often than other teams around the country, and on top of that, the stress they put on it, the mentality of flying to the football. 3rd down and 10 for Locke. Underneath, Anthony with room to run. Anthony's got speed across midfield and across the 40. He's shoved out of bounds by Castro. Play action. Over the middle, it's right back to Anthony and gets it inside the red zone. 7th play of the drive here, approaching a minute to play in the 3rd. Handoff this time for Walker. Patient run, gets back towards the middle and spun down at the 15. Now the pistol on 2nd down and 5. Back to Walker. Going to get to the outside, runs over Schulte, but couldn't get much further, picks up about 2.5. So the 3rd down and 3 looming. Wisconsin is content taking this to the 4th quarter. And now the start of the 4th quarter with Wisconsin threatening the end zone for the first time in a while. Handoff for Tawi Walker, gets spun down in the backfield. The penetration from Kyler Fisher sets up 4th down and 4. Wisconsin 9 for 14 on 4th down this season. Locke rolls, throws, end zone, caught! C.J. Williams, touchdown, Wisconsin. Extra point to bring this to an 18-point game for Vacos. Knocked through that field goal on the opening drive, makes it 28-10. A minute gone in this 4th quarter as Lom will send it deep. And Weegan will look to take this one out. Weegan is banged down. And with Indiana, after trailing for the first time this season, once again finding that form and improving to 9-0. Late handoff, and Patterson disappears into the pile across the 25. Sullivan, clean pocket over the middle, wide open. Zach Ortworth into Wisconsin territory. Ortworth keeps the football and goes down after a massive chunk. Austin Brown catches up 54 yards through the air.
Well, this is a beautiful throw. Go ahead and run this. Watch the touch of Brendan Sullivan right over the head of the safety, Zachman, number 14. Over one defender before the next defender. A missed tackle, and Ortworth, who the Iowa coaches have raved about as the next big-time tight end here at Iowa, potentially, shows his stuff on that one.
Todd, that is the longest pass of the season for Iowa. It's also the first time this year Wisconsin has given up a play of 50-plus yards from scrimmage. And now Johnson will just keep it moving to the 20. Brendan Sullivan making his first start now, 93 yards through the air in the touchdown. He's also run it for 38 and a score. Now looking for more on the ground. Sullivan squeezing through, and he's in. Touchdown, Iowa. Sullivan can do no wrong at Kinnick.
After expedited review, the runner was short of the goal line at the half-yard line. The ball be placed at the half-yard line. 1st down and goal.
Patterson the back on 1st and goal. And Patterson gets walloped at the line of scrimmage. He took a shot.
Up.
Gill in motion, Johnson in there. Sullivan a throw, incomplete. He was looking for Seth Anderson, and a flag is down. Wohler was the man in coverage.
Pass interference, defense number 24. Penalty includes an automatic first down.
Johnson lost the ball, and he got it just in time.
I'm just surprised that they haven't gone back to the quarterback sneak under center with the push from Hayden Large.
Ortworth at the end. Play clock under 5. Johnson up the middle. Too easy for number 2. His 3rd touchdown of the night. So now officially Stevens will look to make it 35-10 and does. Expected a fun week of college football, and for both these teams trying to get back on the horse in some ways. Iowa coming off a nice win for Wisconsin, coming off the loss to Penn State. Block will keep it, dump it. It is caught by not for much for Nowakowski. Jay Higgins has now been around this program for quite some time. 5th-year senior as Locke delivers a bullet to the outside. It's going to be a catch for C.J. Williams. He did mention, look, they've got 4 games left. He knows that his time is running out. So he said, I'm going to play every game like it's my last, because it quite literally is my last. And that's true for a lot of these guys on the defensive end. And again, you've got guys behind them who have learned and watched and tried to emulate in many respects. But Jay Higgins is a perfect example of the patience paying off here at Iowa.
Yeah, 4 games, and this is, they only got 2 left here at home. They're going to review this to see whether he was in bounds when he caught the ball or not.
The ruling on the field was a completed catch. That play is under further review.
Was any part of his body out of bounds when he did catch the ball?
After further review, the receiver was out of bounds when he made possession of the ball. Therefore, it's an incomplete pass. The ball be placed back at the 26-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down.
Locke with time, delivers nearly his 3rd pick. Jamari Harris got both hands on it. Lefty will send it away. And the fair catch made at the 35. Kamari Moulton stumbles forward across midfield into Badger territory. Right back to him. And Moulton gets flipped up at the 45-yard line. You know, this was an offense that was last in FBS in yards per game last year, 234.6. Second to last, as we saw in points per game at 15.4, and completion percentage at 48.9. And look, this might be Sullivan's first game starting. He obviously came in last week, but all of those numbers uptick right now. 7 of 10 passing. They've put up 35 points, and all of those have become from the offensive end. Last week they scored at all 3 facets of the game, and they've run the football as effectively as we've seen throughout this season, as Patterson will now spell Moulton after the 3-yard pickup. And Patterson will do the same. Right now they're feeling the presence of anybody who's a ball carrier, as Patterson is going to sneak through for the 1st down.
Kamari Jones, the ball carrier.
They're 5 of 9 on 3rd down tonight. It's Patterson, and he's got it. 1st down, Hawkeyes.
Wow, this guy runs hard. Yeah, I noticed him in the walkthrough on Friday. When he got the ball, he ran hard all the way to the end zone. Didn't know how many carries he would get tonight, but he is trying to make the most of his carries. Running violently here in the last part of the game.
Look, you've got these 2 other backs. Kaleb Johnson has been the guy again with 25 carries, 135 yards, and 3 touchdowns. But these 2 other backs, Jazian Patterson is a sophomore, and Kamari Moulton is a redshirt freshman. These are going to be the future pillars of the backfield for Iowa, and we're seeing the type of juice they can provide themselves. Right back to Patterson, and he'll keep the legs churning where he's greeted by Allegro. Second down and 6, get it across the 15. This is a trophy game in its own right, the Heartland Trophy. Iowa has had the upper hand the last couple of years. They've been playing for the trophy since 2004. Wisconsin 10-8 overall since they've been playing for this brass bull.
Yeah.
30 pounds. It is magnificent. We saw it in person yesterday. And Kirk Ferentz says to his team, hey, we don't own this. Nobody owns trophies. Your rent is due each year. And they paid the rent in a big way tonight.
Yeah. How about our producer, Matt Marvin, thinking it was a pig?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. No, the pig is Floyd. That's a trophy game as well. This is a bull. The Heartland Trophy.
To be fair, both these teams do have a bunch of trophy games that they play, and I do love that they both display them in different ways.
Yeah.
For Wisconsin, it's in the locker room. Matt Marvin is now trying to explain why he thinks it was a pig. It does have pig tendencies and qualities, but yes, you take the bull by the horns. 4th down and 2. Iowa's going for it. Patterson's got it, and he's still going. Inside the 5, 1st and goal. Patterson looking to pay it off. Patterson gets the push into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa. He gets rewarded for his hard running. This is a nice run by Darion Dupree as he'll pile forward to the 40. Under a minute to play, back to Dupree. Bounce it to the outside, stays in bounds for another 1st down.
Now the next question.
Last week against Northwestern, the plan was originally to have Sullivan come in for the 3rd or 4th drive and play him for an extended drive as opposed to just the red zone packages they had been accustomed to. McNamara gets knocked out. Sullivan takes it and runs with it. And in this one, Brendan Sullivan makes his first start in an Iowa uniform, and it is a beautiful one. 42-10, the final score. Iowa, the 35th school all-time with 700 wins. Sullivan a star. Johnson insane numbers again with 135 and another 3-touchdown game. 329 total rushing yards for Iowa in this one, and Wisconsin just couldn't quite get it back in sorts after taking the 3-0 lead.